Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you wished you commanded superior negotiation skills? Picture steering your personal and professional life with the acumen of an FBI negotiator. Intriguing, isn't it? Today, we are not just stepping into but plunging into the profound world of negotiation. It stretches beyond the confines of bargaining at yard sales or deliberating terms in a corporate agreement. Negotiation infiltrates every area of our lives, from determining who does the dishes, to agreeing on the ideal novel for your book club. It's a gentle tango of concession and gain, and honing this skill can genuinely revamp your daily exchanges. Leading us on this exploration is the profound insight of Chris Voss, an ex-FBI negotiator embodied in his publication, Never Split the Difference. But that's not all. This narrative isn't simply theoretical. It's a treasure chest of 7, yes, you heard right, 7 real-world negotiation tactics that have been examined and proven in intense situations. So are you prepared to immerse yourself in the realm of negotiation? Let's unveil these 7 precious tips. Do you know how to leverage the power of no and fair in negotiations? In his book, Never Split the Difference, Chris Voss breaks down the power behind these 2 simple yet highly effective negotiation tools. The first one is no, which is often misinterpreted as being negative or confrontational, but it's quite the opposite. Harnessing the power of no isn't about creating tension. Instead, it's about setting boundaries, retaining control, and dictating the rhythm of the discussion. Imagine a negotiation scenario where the opposing party is driving towards an outcome that doesn't align with your objectives. Here's where the strength of no comes into play. It provides you a chance to slow down the pace, gain some extra time, and redirect the conversation favorably. It's like a strategic game of chess, where no is your knight, offering flexibility and tactical advantage. Now let's talk about the second tool, the use of fair. This is another powerful word in the negotiation vocabulary. When you use fair, you're appealing to the other party's sense of justice and equality, which can help you move the negotiation in your favor. Most importantly, remember that no and fair do not close doors. Instead, they open doors to deeper comprehension and superior solutions. They foster further dialogue and the exploration of alternative options. So the next time you're in a negotiation, don't hesitate to use no and fair. Keep in mind, these are not terms of rejection but powerful weapons in your negotiation arsenal. Have you ever attempted to step into another individual's shoes during a negotiation? This isn't about donning their most beloved pair of loafers, but about reflecting their language and demonstrating empathy, alongside the powerful technique of using "that's right" instead of "you're right." These are key insights from Chris Voss's enlightening book, Never Split the Difference. Starting with mirroring, this technique is akin to establishing a verbal mirror, reflecting the other person's words back to them. This isn't about parroting, but subtly echoing the last 3 words or the critical 1 to 3 words of what someone just said. It accomplishes 2 things. It demonstrates you're actively listening and prompts the other person to continue speaking, often divulging more valuable information. Envision a scenario where you're haggling over the price of a rare book. Upon hearing the seller say, "This edition is hard to find," you might mirror them by saying, "hard to find." This encourages the seller to provide more details, equipping you with additional negotiation leverage. Next up, empathy. This revolves around the capacity to comprehend and relate to the feelings of another. In the context of negotiations, it's about conveying your understanding of their emotions and worries. If the bookseller seems reluctant to reduce the price due to fears of incurring a loss, your empathetic response could be, "I see how you're worried about making a loss on this sale." Then comes the power of the phrase "that's right" over "you're right." This seemingly small tweak can work wonders. When you're negotiating and the other party hears, "that's right," they feel understood and agreed with, creating a positive environment conducive to reaching an agreement. When combined, mirroring, empathy, and the use of "that's right" instead of "you're right, are like 3 sides of the same coin, all vital for effective negotiation. They enable you to forge a bond, comprehend the other party better, and generally result in more favorable results. So, time you find yourself in a negotiation, remember to use mirroring, show empathy, and say, "that's right." It can make a world of difference. Now that we've understood the power of mirroring, empathy, and the phrase, "that's right," let's delve into 2 more groundbreaking techniques from Chris Voss's treasure trove, the Ackerman model, and the 730-855% rule. Let's begin with the Ackerman model, a counterintuitive bargaining method developed by Mike Ackerman for negotiating with high-stake kidnappers. However, don't fret, it's equally applicable in everyday negotiations. The model suggests a four-step process. 1. Set your target price, your goal. 2. Make your first offer at 65% of your target price. 3. Calculate 3 raises of decreasing increments to 85%, 95%, and 100%. 4. Use empathy and different amounts of time between each step to extract various amounts of intelligence from the counterpart's responses. For instance, if negotiating for that rare book, your target price might be $100. You'd start by offering $65. If met with resistance, you'd increment to $85, then $95, and finally $100, each time gauging the seller's reactions. Next, let's explore the 7-38-55% rule, a concept from psychology introduced by Albert Mehrabian. This rule implies that only 7% of a message is conveyed through words, 38% through tone of voice, and 55% through body language. While faceless negotiations like phone calls or emails might not allow for body language reading, understanding the tone becomes even more critical. Pay attention to the counterpart's tone, as it might reveal more than their words. Remember, when negotiating, using the Ackerman model can help you reach your desired outcome, while being aware of the 7-38-55% rule can provide valuable insights into the other party's mindset. So, ready to apply the Ackerman model and the 7-38-55% rule in your next negotiation? Give it a go. What if we told you that the power to bend their reality is a vital technique in negotiations? Now let's delve into the 7th chapter, Chris Voss, Never Split the Difference. Here we spotlight a concept that holds tremendous influence in any negotiation: bend their reality. Yes, you got it right. The 7th negotiation tip is bend their reality. In the book, Voss underscores that this tactic is a psychological lever negotiations. When applied effectively, it can shift the conversation to your advantage. However, it's not just about manipulating the other party's perception. It's about genuinely understanding its implications and how it can affect the other party's decisions. So how do we use bend their reality effectively in a negotiation? Well, it's all about timing and context. When you sense the negotiation is deviating from the intended path, you can redirect it by subtly shifting their reality. This can help balance the scales and foster a sense of mutual understanding. But what happens when the other party tries to bend your reality? Stay composed. Respond calmly, stating that you are also aiming for an outcome grounded in shared realities. This can neutralize any potential friction and ensure the conversation remains focused. Remember, bending their reality is a potent technique. It can dismantle defenses, foster trust, and pave the way for triumphant negotiations. But like any tool, it must be used judiciously. So, the 7th negotiation tip is bend their reality. Use it judiciously. Now let's quickly recap all the negotiation tips we've covered. Active listening, mirroring, emotional labeling, getting to know, triggering the 2 words, that's right, bending their reality, and creating the illusion of control. So, what pearls of wisdom have we gathered from Never Split the Difference? As we navigated the intricate maze of negotiation, Chris Voss was our guiding light. Let's go over the key points we've gathered. 1. The power of no. Often misinterpreted as a conversation ender, it's actually an opener, leading to a deeper understanding of the other party's needs. 2. Mirroring. Repeating the last few words said by the other person encourages them to reveal more, thus aiding the negotiation process. 3. Empathy. Not about agreement, but understanding. Acknowledging the other party's fears and aspirations is a master key to mutual understanding. 4. The fair word, a double-edged sword. When used correctly, it makes the other party feel valued. Misuse it, and it can sound patronizing. 5. Calibrated questions. Asking open-ended questions can extract valuable information and keep the conversation flowing. 6. The Ackerman method. Start with a low offer, then incrementally increase it. This technique can give an edge in financial negotiations. 7. Black swan theory. Be ready for the unpredictable. In negotiations, unexpected events can flip the situation in an instant. Strategies are applicable not just for high-stakes business deals, but also for everyday life. Give them a try and see how they can revolutionize your interactions. We'd love to know which tip you find most useful. And if you've enjoyed this journey, do subscribe to our channel for more enlightening videos. Let's continue our quest for knowledge in the world of negotiation.